Hey, welcome to Savage Sundays with GM Answulf.
Hello, everyone. All right, you guys remember where we were last week?
Not at all. I have slept since then.
We share my map. Who is missing from? Somebody's missing from Fantasy Grounds. Barnaby?
No.
Are you be joining Fantasy Grounds?
Barnaby's there, isn't he?
No, it says connected.
I feel connected.
All right, everybody's in.
Yeah.
Is everybody in? That's weird. When I shared it, let me just try it again. When I shared it, it only shares it.
You took it away.
There we go. Okay. Just making sure. All right, who wants to do the recap from last week? Who wants an extra Benny? Landry, you want a Benny and a recap?
I could do the second half.
Oh, did you miss the second half of last week?
While y'all do that, I've got to
No.
let the dogs out, and I'm going to make some coffee real quick. Be right back.
No, I was definitely there. I just think I wasn't doing as much as everybody else was.
I just know I ran off.
All right.
Because hell no.
All right, I'll recap. Let's get this thing rolling. So we, after we had made quick work of the cultist den, we found a doorway that Maeve went in, I think, first, and discovered this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep. You're doing
okay. Discovered this kind of looks like almost a temple area, but not quite. But at any rate, she found this room that had 4 floating orbs and 4 rather, recesses with different paintings, and that each of which had different writing underneath of it, referring to the 4 primary elements. And then there was a door at the other end of the chamber that was we could not get through. And we kind of started to reason through what some of this really meant. And in experimentation, Rolf dumped some dust from the ground, dirt and dust from the ground, into this bowl and beneath a floating orb that was on the side of the room of earth, and an earth elemental was essentially sprung into being. That surprised all of us, and it engaged Rolf, and Maeve had a brilliant idea to transform herself into a smaller version of that earth elemental, which seemed to have confused it, and that was enough for us to overwhelm the earth elemental and destroy it. While that was happening, both Barnaby and Fayen, I think, ran out of the room because they weren't sure what was going to happen, but they were able to come back in to help finish off the earth elemental. Then we started to look more deeply at all of the different pictures around, and we kind of thought that maybe we should put each element into the bowl all at the same time, deciding against doing them in order that loosely you we thought might have been laid out in the phrases that were on each of the pictures. Well, that didn't work. That instead caused all 4 elementals to show up simultaneously. They gave us a good fight, but through some creative combat tactics, we were able to take advantage of the close quarters, pushings. Barnaby had a brilliant attack pushing a fire elemental into the water elemental, which weakened them enough for Rolf to kind of get back off of his back after being blown off the center pedestal, where he was trying to draw all of the elementals into the same place, thinking maybe if they all converged that would let us, they would wipe each other out or somehow open the door at the end of the chamber, which that didn't happen. But thankfully, through those creative tactics, we were able to overcome all of the elementals. But once we killed the last one, the door did not open. And so we're left with an unsolved puzzle.
That sounds pretty correct. Only thing I remember differently is they ran the second time, not the first time, right? Like y'all were all
Okay, maybe so.
because
Oh, that's right. That's right. The second time they ran out of the door because there's like, oh shoot, there's all 4 elementals
yeah,
all at
Barnaby
once.
said, "What happens if we summon 4 elementals?" And so Barnaby and Fayen were posed to run out the door when all four did get summoned. But then you couldn't because you were going berserk.
Well, no, I wasn't berserk yet. I jumped up on the pedestal, then the air elemental blew me off the pedestal back
That's
into the
right.
back of the room. I was able to recover and fend off a pretty brutal attack from the fire elemental, and that's when Barnaby pushed the water elemental into the fire elemental.
That's right. All right, very good. Benny for Rolf. I'm seeing 2 Barnabys. Mike?
I don't know. First there weren't enough. Now there are too many. I don't know what to tell you.
I think we would all agree that 1 Barnaby is plenty. Maybe some might say more than enough.
Barnaby has perfected a new spell. Doppelganger.
Let me take care of that for you.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. All right. So we're going to pick up the action right where you left off. You're still... Rolf just calmed down from his rage. But Rolf and Maeve are both wounded. I did reset your bennies, though. So you'll have fresh bennies. If you'll recall, after you defeated the 4 elementals, the room just kind of settled back to normal, back to its original state, right? So there are 4 orbs glowing around the central pedestal, 1 of each color for each of the elements. There are 4 frescoes opposite those orbs. The frescoes all have runes at the top of them that appear to summon the elementals if you don't get it right. And everything's kind of reset. The orbs have settled down, the runes have settled down, and you all are...
Rolf is leaning up against the center pedestal, and I just kind of observe the bowls and the orbs. Did the bowls look like they're the right circumference for the orbs to fit in them?
Yeah, they are. The orbs are floating over the bowls, like by an inch or 2. Right,
but they look like could fit in the bowl, like if we were to push one down.
Yeah, they look like they could rest in the bowl.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I'm pretty wiped out here, but it just struck me that these orbs look like they could probably fit in the bowl. Maybe we're supposed to push them down into the bowl.
What if 4 more elements appear when we do that?
Let's do it in the order that we thought they might go in before.
We'll come back tomorrow and do it. Barnaby says. He's looking a little peaked. All right, fine. Put the damn thing. Barnaby says I only have this spell for a little while longer yet.
I walk over to Barnaby and I look at him like, you look no worse for the wear, human.
Hurry up.
One note of order. Savage Worlds rules, right? So, healing, natural healing as opposed to magical healing. None of you have any magical healing, but in Savage Worlds there is. You can make a healing check to heal a wound. If anyone has the healing skill, you can try to heal someone. And if you're successful, you heal 1 wound. And if you get a raise, you heal 2 wounds. And none of you have the healing skill. No healing skill, no healing spells.
Healing's for cowards. Let's move on.
I'm detecting
This is Iron Man style, dude.
Yeah, right. Y'all are playing. Y'all playing One Life Only. Iron
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
The only character that healing died because
Yeah.
due to a
that,
Mac strike from a cultist leader.
Rolf's playing Iron Man. Barnaby's by the exit.
Right. All right. Healing's overrated.
Are the orbs pure energy or are they?
Yeah, they are. They do look like they're pure energy. When you kind of touch one to see if you can move it, and your hand goes through it.
Are the bowls affixed to the ground?
They're affixed to the central pillar.
Mm.
The bowls. Remember, when you put stuff, you put stuff in the bowl. So when you activated their earth elemental, you put dirt in the bowl.
Right, I know.
It kind of like falls through the orb and into the bowl. But you do recall, because it just happened 2 minutes ago, or however long that fight took. You do recall that the elementals weren't activated until the material landed in the bowl.
Well, I thought they materialized. I didn't know that they were still like sitting out there. Like they materialized, right? They weren't like visible in the room until we did that, correct?
Right. So you've triggered the earth elemental twice. You personally have rolled, right? So you put dirt in the bowl, and maybe it falls through it has to kind of fall through the orb, right? But you put it in the bowl, and then the orb launches a bolt of energy up to the rune above the earth alcove, and then the earth elemental was summoned from that rune. If you remember, it like shot up an arch of energy into the rune, and then it summoned that.
Does that
elemental.
center pedestal move?
Try moving it.
I want to try to spin it.
All right, make a strength check.
Let's see. I gotta see. Wait, I wonder if I still have any lingering effects from rage.
No, you don't. I think you settled down, and
I
removed the
there
effects.
might be fatigue.
Hey, can I ask a question again, just about the rules?
Yeah,
How long do we need to rest for Barnaby to recover spell points?
It is I want to say, was it an hour or 4 hours of no activity?
I think it was an hour, is what I recall.
I think it was an hour. Is like a short rest, right?
Yeah.
You get X amount per hour. You get,
Okay.
I think it's 5 per hour.
Okay. Yeah, I just Barnaby's gonna just say, hey, I can't help in any more fights really, unless I get some rest. So I don't mind if we keep going, but I'll just watch. He says.
Mike, you can spend bennies to get back 5 power points.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll do that then. Yeah, I don't mean to be I just don't want to, like mess things up if we start to play and then that you guys don't have a wizard. It's not like the barbarian's always on.
I'm gonna so I'm gonna try to. So first, I'm gonna examine it. I'm gonna see if there looks to be any mechanisms or anything like that.
All right, make a notice roll for me then.
All right.
A 5. Looking at it, you don't see any mechanism. All you see is that carving around the base. In the realm where elements converge, the journey unfolds in harmony. But there doesn't appear to be any kind of mechanisms or levers or anything.
All right. Can I tell what the make is? Like the runes, are they dwarven runes?
No, they're old. They're old common. This temple was a former goddess of the elements, human goddess of the elements from in the city maybe 100, 200 years ago. This temple, you're under that ruined cathedral, right? Ruined temple, and it's it's been abandoned for maybe 50 years or so. So you're not sure what ever happened to the goddess or anything like that, but
Okay,
It's a-
can you show us the 4 frescoes again?
yes, I can. Do you guys want to see all 4 of them at once, or do you want to
I do.
carefully read them one at a time?
Well, I just want to, for recollection, refresh.
Let's go through each one then, real quick. Air. The air fresco has the dragon. It says, in the realm of the intellect, clarity reigns supreme. Then next, alphabetically, is the earth fresco. From understanding, root takes hold. Then is the fire fresco. From the spark of change, new paths emerge. And then finally, the water fresco. From the purity of the source, the journey begins. And if you recall, these writings are like hidden in the paintings, right? Like they're hidden in the water or the flames, and so the clouds, the trees. So you have to kind of search for them for a minute, and then they kind of materialize. They kind of, once you.
Okay, so I think
a puzzle.
that's the maybe as a Freudian slip, but these seem to be the order in which things should happen. We have clarity from understanding, the roots take hold. Maybe it's roots take hold. Yeah, take hold. Then we have a spark of change, and the new path will open the door somehow, and then we'll have a journey to begin with the water fresco.
Hey, Nick, are there like colors that would correspond to the pictures, like blue, green,
Yes,
red, and
they're
yellow?
the color you'd expect: red for fire, brown for earth, blue for water, and white for air.
Are there any? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, are there anything with the color? Well, just wondering if there's anything in the room that had color to it besides the pictures.
Just the orb, the rune, and the basic coloring of the paintings all match.
I'm
Okay.
back. Sorry.
Yeah.
So each of the orbs has the same color as the fresco, is it roughly?
Right. The fresco painting is primarily red because it's that fire, that massive fire in the sky, and the orb is red. The fire orb is red, and the rune above the fire fresco is red, for example.
Have we?
Do-
What if the elements have to cancel each other out? What if instead of putting earth on earth, we blow across the earth and put earth in the air? Maybe put water in the fire and light the brazier of the water.
What clues do we have that would make that think is that we think that's right? Is it the journey where they?
I'm not looking
convert?
at those. I know those should be giving us clues, but what if it's just artwork? We tried doing the matching elements, and we got all.
We didn't do them. We didn't do them in any order, though. We just did them all at
No.
once.
What do we do? Put the orbs in the bowls?
They aren't. We tried to touch them. They're incorporeal. They don't have any substance. They're just light.
The orbs are light.
I'm gonna go search the earth fresco more closely. Are there any indentions? Any? I'm looking for indentions or levers or maybe a receptacle in the fresco.
Is this painted
make
on
another
the wall,
circle.
or is it like mounted on the wall? Can we look behind it?
The fresco.
There-
So it's a painting on the wall, right? So fresco, it's old, it's faded. It was used. It's painted directly onto the walls. The walls kind of curve a little bit. They're very aesthetically pleasing, but they're
Okay.
very old too. Mike, it is 5 points per hour for PowerPoint.
Got it. Okay, thank
But
you.
resting though is like if you think of like a short rest in D&D though, you can't be walking, you can't be traveling or doing anything.
Studying frescoes, that type of thing.
Right.
Got
All
it.
right, there's my notice roll. I got a 7.
Yeah, you looking through. I think you can search them thoroughly, and you don't find anything. I don't think probably a roll is even needed. You guys, you guys have some time. You search the alcoves pretty carefully, and you don't notice anything.
What's inside the bowls?
Bowls are
Did
empty.
I'm sorry, what?
The bowls are empty when you poured. You guys poured water and earth into 2 of them, and it kind of dissipates after a moment.
Okay, so it consumed
It
it.
actually, during the fight, it must have dissipated.
Yeah, it
But,
consumed the
that's
whatever
also
we
what-
put in it.
That's also what triggers the elementals, right?
It is.
Well, I think this is good. If we could break the bowls off, we have a way to summon elementals anytime we need to have them in a fight.
Right, just grab the bowls and the orbs and the runes and
Yeah, we're in
and
business.
head out. Right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought you said the bowls were affixed.
No, they're
I'm
fixed.
we're joking.
Okay.
Have we tried touching the runes?
They're on the ceiling, right?
They're on the top of the fresco, kind of. Yeah, on the archway.
All right.
No
well,
one's tried touching a rune yet.
All right. As my telekinesis runs out here, I'm gonna raise Rolf up to one of the runes so he can touch it.
All right.
Why me?
I'm gonna just go ahead and you can resist this if you want. But
No, I won't.
Rolf says, "Why me?" as he's levitating up towards the rune.
well, in fairness, I gotta give him a roll, so I'm gonna give him a roll here.
He doesn't have to resist.
I'm not gonna resist.
Okay. All right. There you go.
That was a damage roll anyway.
Oh,
Which rune are you lifting him towards?
which way does he want to go?
Earth.
I'll push him over to the earth.
All right. You just reach out and touch it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna examine it first without touching it.
Okay. Looking closely, it's some kind of carved. You know runes pretty well, right?
Yep.
So it's a summoning rune. It's a rune. It looks ancient. It looks like it's been here, 100 years. But you can tell it's a summoning rune for summoning elementals.
I've seen these before. They're not dwarven, but dwarves have things similar to it.
Anything we can do to, you know what? Barnaby will roll. Can Barnaby try rolling like a knowledge on spellcasting or occult or something?
If I recall, I believe you did last adventure. Just
Did
FYI.
I? Okay.
And so you can tell that you didn't know that they were summoning. You could tell that they were magical runes. Because I think you got like a success, but not a raise, right? So you can tell they're magical runes, but now with what Rolf says makes sense, right? Just from it seems pretty obvious now that he says that there's some kind of permanent summoning runes.
It
Well,
seems clear that the fuel for the summoning is what we put in these bowls.
Yeah, but so Barnaby will just for comedic purposes, he'll as he's setting Rolf down, he'll gently do a 360 so his head goes to the floor and then back up again. Mustache is hanging down.
You bastard wizard, do that again and you'll catch my axe.
That's pretty funny considering you met him like an hour ago.
He'll slowly lower him down until he's standing on his head, and then make him stand up properly.
All right. What is Maeve? What are you doing right now while they're goofing around?
I think I'm pretty interested in what they're doing. I think my elf character is pretty easily distracted, to be honest.
Oh, okay. So you're just kind of watching them,
Yeah,
amused.
I think
mildly
she, yeah.
amused?
So I don't know that she likes Rolf all that much because he made fun of her one time.
Yeah. Plus, he's a dwarf, right? Elves and dwarves.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's got to be in every world. They don't like each other, right? In every universe,
Cats-
Yeah, that's
cats and
touchy
dogs.
territory.
Yeah.
cats and dogs, right?
But
Thayan,
I
what are
want to
you
go.
doing then?
I wanna go
There's got to
examine
be
that
something I've
door.
missed, so I'm just going to continue checking the pillars, checking around that plinth, or whatever that middle thing is, the walls, checking around the frescoes. There's got to be something, a secret compartment, something I've missed.
All right, roll a search or notice, or maybe a thievery or something if you're looking for like whatever you think's appropriate. Yeah, you're searching the whole room, and you're not finding anything. The only thing unusual, the only thing interesting to you at all is the other door, right? That doesn't have any kind of handle
Right.
or opening mechanism. So you know it's got to be some kind of, trap, or not necessarily a trap, but like a, it's got to be something. There's something to it, obviously.
So is the door? Just trying to remember why we're even here. Set Phasers existential and say, what is the purpose? Are we trying to get through that door, and we're solving the puzzle to get through the door?
We think that's where. Isn't that? Don't we think that's? Weren't we following that? What's her nuts?
No, she escaped up high above. She kind of appeared
Oh,
in
that's
that
right.
those tiered apartment kind of area. She was way
Yeah.
up at the top, and
I got you. So we're.
Ian was the only one that even saw her. He just glimpsed her for a second in the shadows.
Yeah, but we had all
Right,
met
okay.
her before, and I told him who I saw.
But
Yeah.
why are we? Why are we?
You guys are here simply for curiosity. Maeve found this room off to the side, and y'all entered, and you're here. Curiosity.
It's
kills
underneath the
itself.
temple too, right?
You're in the temple still, yeah.
So, are we interested in what's on the other side of yonder door?
I am.
And do we think if we kill enough elementals, they'll let us through?
What I know of these runes, it'll continually summon a new one.
Well, might be a good place to practice fighting elemental, but what are we hoping to accomplish here?
Purity of the source.
Feels like there's a puzzle to solve.
No, wasn't there because we got jumped by the rat guys, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And they were more.
Well,
I thought we were
that's-
coming down in here because there has to be more trouble. We were trying to stop something bad from happening to the rest of the city.
Sounds like us. But yeah, I part of me says I feel like there's a bigger mystery here, but maybe our work is to, what should we do about our noblewoman who's a cult leader?
Well, she has.
I don't know what you're
powerful
talking
connections.
about. I want to find out what's on the other side of this door.
I said, well, what he's talking about, and I briefly go into an explanation of why I was hired or given the assignment to help these guys, and what happened, and who was causing it, and how we ended up here.
Yeah, that
Well,
takes
the-
about 15 minutes, probably.
That's very interesting.
Flash
Looked
forward.
like the dude with the board behind me with all the pins and the red lines everywhere.
There's while Thane was describing that, we cut to like a silent montage where it keeps Fane's making hand gestures, and he's showing he's showing Craig's former character getting killed, and he's showing Barnaby falling off the roof, and And then we flash forward 15 minutes later, and
yeah.
it's finished.
How
I like
pure is that?
over YouTube, or on Rumble, Yuong saying, "What about the fifth element? Rolf's gonna have to give Barnaby smooches. That's how it's gonna open. It's love."
Okay, time out. Yeah, Alara is what's on Barnaby's mind. He says, we gotta get that woman. She's bad.
And she's
We-
also of position in the city too. That's going to be difficult, and she's seen my face for sure, and she's going to know who you are.
We need to warn Bigby. He needs to know.
Who's Bigby?
He's our boss. He's the he's the mage that we work for.
Of course, a mage.
We've got to get this protected, and Barnaby will hold up the rod that we took off of her.
You have to have heard his catchphrase too, I believe, isn't it, Barnaby? Are you insisting for a fisting? Isn't that Bigby's?
Dear Lord.
Well,
Oh
there's a
my
little
God.
there's a little matter of a bolt that blasted into his head. But anyway, yeah. So we have the wand, right, or the rod, or whatever that was from the.
You do, yeah, both. Yeah, and you rescued the golden pine cone that was belonged to Bigby as well, right? So
So
you did
while
rescue
this
both
is
of them.
happening, I walk over. Look, what is the order? If I were to stand facing the door that we want to go to, what is the orb that is furthest away from the door?
I think it, like, if you're looking at the image, right, the door is opposite. We're looking at the door on the far wall, and so these four pillars are kind of like the four areas. And this image isn't exactly what you see, right? It just gives you roughly what you see, but there, so that it kind of goes air, earth, fire, water, right? So
Wait, so okay, so if I were to look at the pillar that is
well, don't
closest
fixate
to
too
me
much on the,
on the right, what
don't
color?
fixate too much on the image, because the image isn't exact, right? So it's
Okay,
so
is there
just
a
like
clock?
when you-
Okay, if I were to pick the air, what is to its left clockwise?
So they're in alphabetical order: air, earth, fire, water.
Okay.
Right, and when you walk into the room from the, from the door that works, they go in that order clockwise, right? So the first one is on the left is air, and then earth, and then fire, and then water.
I asked Barnaby. I was like, Barnaby, I think I saw something over close to the door. Can you go check that out for me?
What?
So I kind of shuffle over there towards him and kind of move you towards the door.
Into the room with the elementals?
No, we're all still in the room with the elementals. I thought.
Barnaby's over by the exit, leaning on. The edge
Oh,
of the
okay,
door.
perfect. You're exactly where I want you.
Exactly where I want you to, or what me?
Okay, and
Right.
Barnaby's by the exit. Barnaby's by the exit down here.
Where is Fayin?
Fane is searching around the room.
Yeah, I've just
he's been
continually going around the edges, around all the pillars. Like, I'm giving it a thorough, every little nook and cranny and brick I'm checking out.
Barnaby points out that the room has
Maeve
been
doing.
here for over
Maeve's
100
getting
years.
down board on the.
It will wait another day.
I turned to Maeve. I'm like, Elf, I think you should go over there with Barnaby.
Maeve says, "Okay, I like Barnaby."
Okay, so you move
More
over
than
towards
you, at
Barnaby,
Barnaby
and
smiles.
I look over at Fayin, and I give him a thumbs up and a wink, and I walk over to the air bowl.
Barnaby cringes.
Okay.
I'm going to clear my mind and lightly blow into it.
All right, and you lightly blow into the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
A beam of white energy arches up. The orb shimmers for a moment, right? And then there's a static electricity, static magical energy as a beam of white energy arches up from the orb, strikes the rune above the air elemental fresco, and an air elemental is summoned into being. And let's go into combat. Give me a second here. Oops. Oh, shoot. Okay, oops. Accidentally deleted all tokens. So Maeve is here. No, Maeve is by the door. Oh, here, let me get this air elemental.
So while
That
that's
and-
happening, I run to the earth and drop
Barnaby?
earth. I'm gonna
No,
run
we're
over to
not
the
doing
earth.
we're
bowl.
not going to go another 4 rounds at once, are we?
Barnaby,
Barnaby calls out.
Rolf.
Wait,
Yeah, at
wait.
this point, when I see what he's doing, like, why did he wink and I see what he's pulling off, I'm like, shit, and I start running for the door.
And an earth elemental gets summoned over here. But the air is the first one. All right, let's go into combat. First up is Rolf.
Hmm.
Oh wait, we need combat music.
Need,
So nothing happened. Don't-
no, the exact same thing happened as last
I
time.
said to do the opposite.
I think the barbarian's playing his stats. That's what's happening here.
right. Just trying to rack up kills.
Trying to speed up the video game.
Yeah, I think you created a level up room for the barbarian, Nick.
Right. Just grinding.
We're here. We're just gonna leech.
Oh, yeah, right?
Oh boy. I thought for
Yeah.
sure if we did them in the right order that this wouldn't, like, they wouldn't light up.
That still could be true, but you just didn't in the right order yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to go off the actual clues. I just didn't do it randomly. All right. I guess I'm gonna have to attack this thing. Does it? Well, wait a minute. First off, does it seem like it's menacing?
Yes, it's definitely
Definitely hostile.
like last time. It's gonna try to kill you, right? It's a cloud-like creature, kind of forms. It's large, right?
All right.
It's got eyes and mouth, but they're kind of like hollow, like gaps in the swirling grayish white cloud.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, here we go. All right. So I will target the air elemental. Make sure I've got it. I do have it targeted, and here we go.
All right, a hit.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. They're large. Okay, so it gave me the bonus. Okay.
Yeah,
very
so
good.
you got +2 because they're easy to hit because they're large. So
Okay, wait a minute. What do I have? Oh, I didn't do a wild swing, so
all right, and so your
and then I got my offhand attack.
your axe swings through it a few times. It kind of has to kind of dissipate, which is its equivalent of shaken.
I'm gonna Benny that. Now, when you said you learned something, I dropped the Benny on the roll that I made, correct?
You would drop the Benny on the attack, whatever you were going to re-roll, right? So you would just drop it on. No, you didn't do it right. Hold on. Let me give you a Benny back. Let's practice here. You drop it on your attack roll.
I did rock. Oh, I did.
No, you
I dropped
didn't.
it right on the D8 with the 3.
Now, are you talking about your character sheet or in the chat window?
On the D8 on the axe hand offhand
Oh, on my character sheet.
on your character sheet. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
there you
Oh
go.
dear Lord! One more.
There you go. There's an attack with a raise.
Okay.
3 wounds already. Wow. Okay, let's see. I think I will. I'll try to Benny. Let me see if I can. How do I Benny that? Right here. I'm gonna try to absorb some of that to not die so fast. There you go. That only soaks 1, so that's still enough to kill it.
Oh, you bennied it up.
No. So you killed it. So your second attack, it's already dissipated. Your second attack, it kind of solidifies, and your second axe just cleaves it right in 2, and it dissipates and disappears.
And where's the earth elemental?
There's no earth elemental.
Oh, okay, got it. I didn't have time.
I thought you said an earth elemental appeared also.
Yeah, I did too. Because I was gonna what I was trying to do is run over to the earth bowl, and right after I did the air bowl, while it was manifesting, run to the earth bowl.
Joking.
No, so I'm wondering if we get all right. That's fine. What's done is done. So all right, so that didn't work. My thought was if we did them in order, that if we did the right one first, it wouldn't manifest. But that didn't work.
Barnaby asks, well, how do you
Okay,
know?
so let me. Sorry, go ahead, Barnaby.
Well, Barnaby was going to say, well, even if we know what the first one is, how do we know what the second and third and fourth one are?
I was going by the words hidden in the paintings. It felt like the realm of intellect, in the realm of intellect, clarity reigns supreme. That would be first, and then from understanding roots take hold. Then the fire fresco says, from a spark of change, new paths emerge. From the purity of the source, the journey begins. That seemed like that was the order in which we ought to invoke the orbs.
Barnaby raises his 2 fingers. He's like, so the fresco that starts with the word begins is last?
It's a fair question.
Yeah.
But it feels like the journey we want to take is through that door.
Well, okay. Barnaby says, if you promise not to put anything in the bowls, I'll look at the far door.
Yeah.
I can make that promise.
Okay, he goes over to the door. Tell me about the door, Barnaby.
Yeah, so Faye's searched it a couple times, and I think he's talked to y'all about it. It's a seamless door. It's got carvings on it with the elements. It doesn't have any visible means of opening. There's no handle or knob or anything. And Fayen checked it out earlier with
thoroughly
his moving stuff, and he can tell it's like.
So there was a beam of light that shot from the bowl to the orb, then to the runes.
Yeah, from the with a beam of energy, magical energy. Every time you guys trigger an elemental, a beam of energy shoots from the orb to the rune and summons the elemental.
Is there any way to point the orb?
or block.
No,
the
I mean
beam.
they're round and spherical. There's
Okay, so there's no way to guide the and the bowls don't come off, right?
right. There's
What if-
stone.
What if
it's all
we are there any mirrors or glass around?
There's not.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
thinking. If we could like deflect the beam or block it.
Well, I wonder if we could send all the beams to the door in the same point. If that would, or is there a spot on the door for the 4 elementals?
Yeah, the 4 elements are carved into the door.
So in
But they're
theory-
not like glowing. They're not like glowing runes or anything like the rest of them. Nothing's happened with the door. It doesn't appear to have been triggered in any way so far.
Well, I'm wondering, do we think that it would be likely that a mirror could reflect the beams differently?
Well, you wouldn't know unless you try. You can try, right? But I don't think none of you have a mirror though.
No, we don't, but we can go get some. So that's a thought, but Looking at this door real quick, does it radiate magic at all?
It does. Yeah, you can concentrate for a moment, and it's got a faint magic aura.
Mage,
to
I
it.
think you may be
The
right.
whole room is
Maybe the water is where we start.
Sorry, the whole room is lighting up for you, right? Barnaby. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean the whole place is just red.
Yeah, the orbs, the bowls, the rings, and this door, lights up faintly.
What's the what's the surround? Is it stone on either side of the door?
Yeah, everything in here is pretty much stone.
Okay. Well, Barnaby says, I think, if you want to go ahead and try putting dirt in the air bowl or something, I guess you could do that. But
What if we put all four into the same each bowl?
well, I think the most likely thing is we'll fight 4 more elementals. But you can do what you want. But I think I'd like to try setting up mirrors, but it's going to require some preparation. We'll need 4 mirrors. We'll need something to mount them with.
Rope,
and then-
gantry.
Yeah, we can rig it, but
Let me ask you players this. Do you guys want to maybe there's player knowledge and there's character knowledge. Do you guys want to do when you would like, you can let me know and maybe it's now, and y'all can make smarts rolls for a hint.
Isn't there a Benny option to adjust the story or alter the story or progress it somehow?
Yeah, there is, right? Yeah, I would say you guys, somebody could spend a Benny for a hint. I think that's probably fair too.
Can't remember what the ruling was, but I thought I remembered something about a Benny could be spent to change the
It
story
can.
or something.
It can be spent to add something to the story, right?
I'll spend one for a flash
Four
of
of us
insight.
are more than enough to take out one of these elementals at a time. Let's go with Barnaby's idea of doing the water first.
Barnaby chuckles. You just want to fight more elementals.
As long as it's one at a time, and I'll
Okay.
pull out my short sword and dagger and then get behind a pillar where I know it's going to come out, so I can get an attack at it from the shadows.
Barnaby will lean in the exit door. Watch.
All right, everybody, move yourself to where you're going to be, and who's doing what?
I'm going to be wherever the water is. I'll be the one that puts the element into the bowl.
Okay, water's on this side.
You're putting dirt in there, right?
So I thought you were okay. So we want to do anything but the right element. Is that what we want to try now?
Oh yeah, you could try that, or if you want to try doing the air or the water first, that's fine. Barnaby says I didn't see anything in those riddles that gave me a sense of order, but if you feel that maybe
Which one of those said the journey begins?
The water one. Let me share it again here.
Okay, yeah, that if that's where it begins, then let's start at water.
I think that's the right thing to do. I think Barnaby's got it right.
he shakes his head doubtfully.
At the purity of the source, the journey begins. And so, Rolf, you're pouring water into the bowl?
Yes.
All right.
Pure water.
You pour some water into the bowl. The white orb, or the blue, water's blue, right? The blue orb above the bowl starts to shimmer and crackle with energy again. And right when you think a bolt of energy is going to arch out to summon a water elemental, instead the orb gently settles down into the bowl.
Aha! It must be Earth. From understanding roots take hold. What's next to it? Where does Earth in orientation?
Or most things
Earth
go
and-
counterclockwise or go clockwise. So what's the next fresco?
Earth would be opposite water.
I think Earth makes sense.
You guys want to read the clues again?
Yeah, it's from purity of the source, the journey begins.
Sure,
From
you sure?
understanding, roots take hold. In the realm of intellect, clarity reigns supreme. Okay, maybe air is next.
We're more clear of what we're gonna do.
Yeah, air.
Air, earth, and fire.
Yep, I think that's right. Aye, Fan.
Yes.
Blow in that bowl.
I kind of cautiously move forward, blow, and then
Alright,
jump
you're
back into
moving.
the shadows.
Over there. Right. You blow into the bowl. It shimmers and sparkles and crackles, and an arch shoots up to the room and summons an air elemental.
Did it also summon a water or just the air?
And we're back into combat.
Is it just the air?
Yeah, because he just summoned an air elemental.
Okay, well, I was just wondering if us getting it out of order caused the other one to come up next.
Nice fake
right.
out there.
Roll.
We were going for green, and you moved us to.
Roll for initiative. Maeve, you're up first. What are you doing?
Okay, well, I
Maybe
guess.
just summoned the air elemental again.
Oh, good job.
their fourth one, right?
Third one.
Who's counting?
Okay, well, maybe Maeve thinks this is really fun.
I think our
So,
fifth one's
Reading
free.
very well, Landry. Are you there?
Yeah.
Is Landry low volume for everybody else?
No, I
Hello,
can hear
Lou.
perfectly.
I have her at 138%, and I still can't hear her very well.
I can hear myself. There you go.
I can hear you really well.
Get you on 200%. All right, what's Maeve doing?
I think that Maeve thinks this is really fun, so, she's just gonna start swinging at it.
With your
But, like,
sickle?
kind of laughing, yeah.
All right. All right, you slice through it with your sickle. Roll some damage there. Oh, some explosions there. Are only enough to shake it, though, because it's still relatively tough. So, yeah, so you're kind of like, you're swiping and your sickle through it, and it's having to, it's got some substance. That's how y'all are able to damage it. But it can kind of, like, dematerialize as your blade is going through it, right? So it's kind of like dematerializing and reforming and dematerializing and reforming, and you've kind of broken it up into multiple little swirling bits of wind and air, and that's the elemental equivalent of being shaken. Do you want to move anywhere?
No, I don't.
If you disengage, it would get a free attack, right? Fayen, you're next, and you're next to it, kind of behind it.
Yeah, okay. So, is there anyone close to it? Like,
Yeah,
melee with it?
Maeve is engaged with it in melee.
And
Does
what
that mean
about
you get a?
Rolf? Is he engaged or in melee as well?
I will
No.
be.
Okay, well, just looking for
No.
gang up bonus, so I'll get a +1.
You do get a +1. Do you get a backstab?
Only if it's unaware of me. Because there's two conditions. Either it's vulnerable, I believe. Let me pull my traits back up.
Or when you have the drop. Okay, no, you don't
Sneak
have the drop.
attacks.
Not vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable, or I've got the drop.
Yeah. No, neither of those apply.
Yep. Actually, I'm going to do a multi-action. And I'm going to try to... damn it, what's one where I can make it vulnerable?
Test.
Yeah,
Okay.
what am I going to test? I'm going to use... this doesn't have slide... I'm trying to look slide hand, like looking like I'm going to... feint and attack one direction. I'm just not sure. Basically, I want to do like a sleight of hand something. Would that just be thievery?
Sure, yeah. Thievery to kind of
Versus
feint,
its wit,
feint and attack.
Let me see if this will... Oh yeah, it was so that failed.
Failed. You want to spin a Benny on that?
Nah, it doesn't work. It makes sense that it doesn't work. It's just an elemental. It's not like a super intelligent thing.
Yeah, it's not really paying attention.
And then...
Oh, you're doing a multi
Yeah.
act. What's your second action?
I'm just going to try to attack it with my dagger.
Okay.
Nope.
That was a damage roll. You need to make an attack roll instead.
Did I do a damage roll? I thought I clicked the double 6 on it.
There's a hit with a raise.
Okay, now I can do damage. Still doesn't do
You wanna-
anything.
You want to Benny your damage roll?
Yeah, I think I'll Benny the damage roll.
All right.
So I've got to put the crit back on it, or the raise. That's a little better.
There's a wound. All right. These can take. They're large, so they can take 2 wounds before they go down.
That's me.
So yeah, so you kind of stab it in the back, and kind of tear through some of its substance. You know, breaking tendrils of air and whatever else holds it together. Barnaby.
All right, Barnaby is going to spend a Benny on getting some power points back.
All right, hold on. I'm going to give that back to you.
Oh.
Because we're practicing. So drop it on your, go to your powers tab on your character sheet.
Yeah.
And drop it on there. Drop it on the 2.
Yeah, that worked. Okay, can I get a power back? Or a...
I gave it to you.
No, I've only got one now. I had started...
Oh, I gave it to Faye on accident.
It's okay, I'm a thief. I stole it.
Wah-wah.
There you go. Thank you. Okay, and then Barnaby is going to create a... he's going to fire 2 bolts out.
I'm listening.
But he's going to adjust the bolts. Or he's going to make this 2 bolts. But he's going to adjust the bolts to be have the trappings of fire. And then he's going to... Okay, and I've got him targeted, right?
All right. You do.
So I don't know if the fire would do any extra damage because it would consume the air rather than just push it around. How that gets factored in. But here's the roll. Now, the other thing about Barnaby is he's got a special thing where if he misses with evocation, he can re-roll it.
Oh, yeah, because your specialty?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. 10.
Okay,
16.
so
Hit with a raise.
So it's a hit, yep, hit with a raise. And this should be automatic to get the extra damage, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So there's
All right.
12.
That kills it. Why don't you describe how that bolt kills it?
Yeah, so the bolt comes out in a kind of like a jet of fire, and then it fans out. It just evaporates. It disappears.
Nice. Yeah, it kind of burns up the air, heats up the air, kind of evaporates.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's. Barnaby says.
All right. So y'all are clearly on the right track.
Earth must be next.
Didn't you do Earth
So-
last time?
I'm not going to give you guys any hints.
Not in this
But
order.
once you figure this out, it should make. You're obviously very close. It should make sense. You've done water first, right? The journey from the purity of the source, the journey begins, right? In the realm around the base, right? In the realm where elements converge, the journey unfolds in harmony. Right? So clearly, water is the beginning of the journey. Y'all have figured that much out.
Fire,
You
new
still have
path
Earth, Still have
emerges.
fire and air. What goes next and why?
Well, look, there's water running through that earth painting.
Well, we've already done water though.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out what's next.
Well, I think it should be Earth. I mean, that would be my guess, anyways.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Just
So
reading.
it's obviously earth or fire.
Right.
What is it?
Right.
Why earth and not fire? Or why fire and not earth?
Well,
I think that fire is last because the new path is through that door. Landry, what do you think?
I think that sounds just about right to me.
And then from understanding, roots take hold. And then in the realm of intellect, clarity reigns supreme. And then from the spark of change, let's try Earth.
if we're wrong, we only have one more elemental to kill.
That's right.
All right, everyone stays put.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Earth
in the
is over
shadows.
here.
I'll go do the Earth.
You scoop up a little dirt from between the cracks of the stone. You drop it into the bowl. The orb shakes. Everybody hesitates in suspense. And it arches up and summons an elemental.
Ah!
Really?
Roll for initiative.
All right.
All right, Maeve, you're first.
Better be good.
Okay. Oh, this is the one that I pretended to be. And now this is really fun for me. Maybe I'll use
Speak quickly.
a burst of power.
Our time will come.
I like it.
I think you should turn into a bear and wrestle
Really?
him.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, let's do that.
You haven't turned into a bear yet, have you?
Mm-mm. Okay.
I made you, I don't know if you remember, I made you an owlbear a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go to characters, and you should now see the owlbear and take over that character. I was just kind of joking. Do you really want to turn into an owlbear?
Be kind of
Well,
cool.
we can pretend it's some kind of bear. Maybe not an owl bear.
Might as well.
Just a bear. Yeah, just something, whatever. It doesn't
What
matter.
now?
All right, so
Fighting or strength?
Embrace the shadow.
Fight.
What would you ask of death?
Unless you're trying to push it up against the wall or something, pin it.
Yeah, let's do that. That's fun.
All right. So you're gonna try to do it. Well, that'd be cool. Well, because it'd probably make it vulnerable if she can get it that way, right?
hold on, I gotta get the owlbear officially the right size. Owlbear's almost the same size as the Elite Maeve. And let's, I guess, how do I do this? Deal a card? Deal another card? They're higher, there you go. All right. So, Maeve, you turn into an owlbear. What does that look like? This is the first time you've ever turned into. You can make it a giant grizzly if you want instead. But describe what that looks like. What is that? How does Maeve shape change?
I think it's kind of gruesome looking, honestly. You know, like how in werewolf movies, how it looks like it kind of hurts, I guess.
Ah, cool.
So, like, you know, very primal, I think. It's not graceful at all. I don't think Maeve is very graceful.
All right, so your body twists and turns and enlarges and arcs, and fur starts popping out, and your all your equipment and armor and everything kind of merges into the. Are you turning it into an owlbear or just a giant grizzly?
A giant grizzly bear.
Okay, so you turn into this. Over just in a matter of seconds, you turn into this giant grizzly bear. Bane, you probably need to duck out of the way as the bear charges into the. Bane barely scrambles out of the way as the bear charges into the earth elemental.
Cool. And then should I make a strength check?
So you only have just the one attack, the bite plus claws. The bite or claws, either one is kind of rolling the same dice.
We were thinking that I could pin the thingy against the wall so everybody else could have a chance to attack it.
You want to do what now?
She wants to pin it against the wall. Like
Okay,
push
I
it back and pin it so it becomes vulnerable.
Very well. And everybody else is loud and clear.
I
She's
hear her
kind of low to
fine.
me.
I hear her perfectly.
Okay. You want to do a charging attack? Kind of, or a
Okay.
shove, or a push?
Yeah, like a restraint.
Okay, a push. Okay, if you pull up the combat option situational rolls, you can see push. Attacker and defender make opposed strength rolls. +2 if the attacker moved more than 2 inches, which you did. So you're going to get +2. Defender is knocked back 1 inch, 2 inches with a raise. Okay, so
Get him, Landry.
yeah, so go ahead and make your strength check then,
+2. No.
and give yourself +2 in the bottom left. Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Nice. 15. All right. This elemental is very strong and has strength 1d12 plus 1. Let's see if it can beat a 15.
Oh, I'm scared.
It cannot.
It cannot. 7. So you have a success with a raise there, 11 and 15. You have 2 raises. So you shove it back 2 inches, which is on the, like if we were playing with miniatures, right? So that's like 10 feet or whatever. So you slam it back into the back wall. And now roll your damage. Go ahead and roll your let me see. Yeah, it didn't say what the damage is, but let's say it's your strength. It'll be the same as your attack, too. So go ahead and roll your bite claws damage.
Okay.
Be sure and target it first.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have to try that again.
You
That's
wanna
boring.
Benny that? Drop a Benny onto your damage dice.
It's a little bit better.
There you go. So you shake it, right? It slams into the wall, and it's dazed. There's a
Yay.
huge crash. All right, very nice. Thayan, bear Maeve just turned into a bear for the first time that you've seen her.
But I
And,
know it's her, correct?
Yeah, you saw her turn into a bear and get enraged and slam into this earth
Okay,
elemental.
then we need to be playing more pulp instead of max. So I'm gonna know that's her. She shows back. I'm gonna go running and jump up and run up her back and leap and try to stab this thing.
Nice. I'll give you a Benny for that.
I
That's
love
awesome.
this. I want us to be more cinematic.
So
Go for it.
That's cool.
That's a multi-action though, isn't it? Since I have to. Well, do
Oh,
I
no,
need to spend a run?
No, moving's a free,
Unless you
free
run.
act.
So I just didn't know if it was
Yeah, well,
close
you
enough
don't-
for me to take normal movement.
Running it gives you extra distance and in this small room, so you don't technically need to run by the rules. Your regular movement covers you running up or back. And I'm going to give you. That's so awesome. I'm going to give you the drop on the, so that you get your sneak attack,
Okay.
and you get the drop because it has no clue. You know, you're like jumping from the air, right? And is the drop a modifier or effect? You're like jumping from
I
the
got
air.
it.
It's an effect.
There, I put it on me.
There.
And then she's also attacking it, so that's a gang up bonus, correct?
Yep. Give yourself a gang up bonus.
got it.
Plus one.
Of course, it doesn't matter too much on a.
The drop.
That didn't add it on there though.
You know what? The drop. You put the drop on the on the elemental, not on yourself.
Ah,
Let's try that again, real quick.
so you have to take that off of me. I can't remove it.
Yeah, I'll take it off you.
Okay, you already got him
Oh,
set.
there. All right. Yeah, put the drop on the earth elemental and put the gang up bonus on yourself.
Okay, so
You got it? You want me to do it?
I put
Got
it on him, and then
Yep.
I've already got my gang up bonus in the modifier. So let's try again now. Roll
Yeah, I
four
don't
ones.
see it on you. Does it automatically give it to you?
Yeah, see that didn't give the +4.
Neither one
Oh,
of those.
hang
it.
on, I didn't have him targeted. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
Yeah, now try. You did, but you didn't get the gang up bonus of +1 either.
Yeah,
You need to
it
put
says
that in.
+1 in parentheses. See. Dagger knife +1.
Oh. Okay, yeah, okay, gotcha. All right, one more time.
Yeah, it still doesn't matter. Does it?
Yeah, you still hit with a raise.
There, now it show. Oh wait, it automatically added the gang up in there.
Oh, it sure did. So you didn't need to add. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, because it's on the grid. So nice. Hit with a raise,
Okay, so there's
and you get your
that,
sneak
and-
attack too.
which is an
So-
extra D6. So I'm just gonna click the.
Click the plus D6
yeah,
damage
got it.
icon in the bottom left, and it should give you 2 extra, right? Yeah, there you go. Oh, he's super tough with only 12 toughness. That's a wound. Not enough to kill him because he's got 2.
Right. So
You want to Benny that,
Take
or you
what
want to let
got.
it ride?
I should be up here with it, basically like jumping up on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a pretty good roll. I don't know that I'm gonna
Yeah.
get.
Pretty good roll. All right. All right. Yeah, you did 19, right? To 12.
Yeah.
It's just he's tough, right? Wait. 12, 16. Yeah. 20 would have killed him. You're 1 away. All right. So yeah. So but
Now,
you roll
did
on
it add the damage? Because the drop +4 to damage. So I rolled. Those are just showing my dice. It doesn't show any.
Yeah, it does. The drop +4 is 19. You got 9, 10, 15 with your
Okay,
dice.
it's below it. I was looking at the 15 that was just.
Yep, I see
displayed.
what you were talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, you got it all.
You need to.
All
remove
right.
the
So
drop
you
from
run
it.
up and you bury your. Is it a dagger?
Yeah, it's a dagger.
Yeah, so you run up the bear, and then you jump onto the earth elemental's back, and you just bury your dagger into it, and you like slide, and you're pulling up your dagger's like breaking off chunks of its back and shoulder and everything. It's crumbling. You leave a big old gash that looks like a chasm in the earth, but in its back. Barnaby.
Is it dead?
I got skipped.
No, it's got 1 wound.
Oh, you did get skipped. Rolf. All right, Rolf.
I charge across the room and come to the other side of the bear and swing at its lower leg, like with the open leg on my side.
Okay. Are you making a called shot for the
Yeah,
leg?
might as well. Yeah, I'm gonna make a called shot.
Yeah, nice. All right. Called shot for a limb is -2. You want to do a wild swing to offset that, or
It
You just
seems
going for it.
weird to be able to do a wild swing called shot.
no? You can do both.
All right, that's what I'll do. So I'll
Here's-
just leave it.
You're all wild. Anytime you do a wild swing, you're like almost going berserk, right? Rolf is like on the
You're
edge.
just leaving. You're focusing on that spot you want, but you're leaving yourself open.
Yeah, totally makes sense. All right. Let me see.
Right.
Do I need to get the effects open here?
You do.
Okay, let's do this
So-
right.
It should automatically
There's
put the
a-
drop on. I mean the gang up on it too, because we saw that earlier.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's already got the gang up on it. I'm doing
That'll be
called
automatic.
shot limb. So I drag that onto my character. Okay, got it. And then I do wild swing.
Drag that onto your character as well.
Wild swing. And then let me look at my character
Wild
real
attack.
quick.
It's on page 2 of the effects.
Yeah, I got that part. I
Okay.
just want to look at my character sheet and my let's see, I have stubborn dark vision, stone cutting rush. Where is it? Powerful blow. My wild swing, if I were to hit, it does plus additional 2 damage.
Nice.
Okay, so here we go. Oops, let's see, let's find my combat. Let's see, I don't have it targeted. I do now have it targeted. So here we go. Oh yeah.
Nice. And an explosion. It with a
Okay, well,
raid. You get
all
the
right.
drop. Yep. Large.
Here we go.
Roll that damage and give yourself a +2 in the bottom left.
Yeah, because it doesn't do it otherwise. Oh, it's already there.
Right. That's enough to kill him. Describe how you killed him.
So I come charging in next to the bear with a guttural roar. I swing and cleave its left leg out from underneath it, and it falls. I have to dodge out of the way as it falls and crumbles to ash or to rubble.
Nice. Yeah, and dirt and rocks kind of shower you, right? And you and Faye both, y'all kind of get showered with little rocks and pebbles as it.
I tumbled down amongst the rubble because I was on it.
That's true.
And then the bear is standing on top of the rubble pile, growling and looking around.
I pat the bear on the head. Well done.
The
All
bear
right.
pats Rolf on the head too.
It
All
seems
right,
that we
so-
need. It seems that only fire needs to be next.
Yeah, so you guys regroup. One of you puts fire in the bowl, obviously, and the fire orb settles down into the bowl after it shakes and rattles for a second, after it shimmies.
Clearly, whatever we all think needs to be next, we should choose the other.
Yeah, pretty much. Y'all are over.
You can
sure.
let Lady Luck decide and flip a coin.
The worst possible combination.
Well,
Right.
I'm curious about these written cues.
Yeah, they will. They
Okay, so
they should
read it
make
now
sense.
with those two in order, from water to earth. How does it read?
Obviously, I'm the DM, so I know how they go together. I did not think it would be this complicated. I thought you guys would figure it out a bit easier. So that's maybe on me,
Never plan anything that you think the players will do what you think.
right?
Dude, we have a saying on my team that the minute somebody shows up with a business requirement document and say, "Oh, this ought to be quick," you're doomed. That means that it's gonna take you 3 sessions to get through it because people are gonna be asking questions and pointing out stuff you forgot.
Right. Okay, so you're trying to make the journey unfold.
Hey, Nick,
From the period of the source, the journey begins, and then new paths emerge from the fire.
New paths should be last.
No, that was the fire. That was next.
That's
Oh, it
what I
was?
thought was last too. But it's
So-
water, fire.
Yeah, because new
All that's
paths
left-
emerge, you would think is when the door opens.
That's what I would have thought, but that's not what happened.
DM is
So
always
air-
right.
Air and earth are the last two, right?
Well, reigning
So-
supreme must be last, so it's got to be Earth.
Ah! Have we learned nothing?
Well, so fire blew
Yeah, read them carefully.
everything out. So the
If you can-
fire burned down the forest, and then now roots take hold. So the forest is going to regrow, and then the realm of intellect clarity reigns supreme.
I will.
You know,
I will
although
give you guys
from
a minor hint. Each clue on each fresco, it leads to the next one. Like it should make sense. Why the
Okay,
clue?
let me take a look at this.
Landry, they really need your help. They should have. You should have been helping them from the beginning. That we would have been done last.
been
last
toying
Saturday.
with
My
us.
bad. I'm missing one of them. I need one of them again. The water one.
I don't see how water led to fire from the images.
Hey Nick, I have this to say. I think your pictures are very pretty.
Thank you. AI art. Mid-journey.
When
Yeah,
when
so
AI
there's
can make me a
also-
grilled cheese sandwich, I'm never leaving the house.
Well, the water led to fire. Fire does. I don't see fire anywhere.
No. What do they say? I'm missing the water one.
From purity of the source, the journey begins, and from a spark of change, new paths emerge. In the realm of intellect, clarity reigns supreme, and from understanding, roots take hold.
Have
I'd
you
say
guys
we-
been looking at where the? Okay.
I to hear what Landry says.
I need the water picture, please.
Oh, the water picture? Sure, sorry. There you go.
Thank you. Let's see.
So you all successfully did the water first, and now you've done fire second. And I feel like this last one should either be successful or summon like a dozen elemental or a
Yeah.
giant elemental.
Okay, so guys, one observation that the earth, fire, and water frescoes all start with the word from,
That is true.
and air fresco is different.
Okay, let's see. I have to read it in my brain.
Yeah, it's a good observation.
But the fire one has to come last because it's the only one that has a period.
It definitely does not come last.
The
No,
fire
they're
one
in
was
the
second. Y'all already figured that out. It was water first and then fire second.
Okay. Water,
That's-
fire, whatever. Okay, hold
Well, that's a
on.
good idea, Landry. It's just
Oh wait, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Okay, so water, fire, air, earth. Duh. If we're going by the punctuation on the earth one.
Looks
Right?
like a comma.
Are you
On
sure?
the
Okay,
earth
well,
one.
I
At
feel
the end
I
of
feel
the
like if
earth is a
anybody
comma.
except for Craig picks the next one, they'll get it right.
okay, so
That's
then
right.
it's
Craig is
air.
over.
I think Barnaby had it right. It's from, then air. So it's water from, fire from, earth from, then air is in without from. All right, I'm retiring from picking because I've been terrible at it.
not necessarily. If you assume that your goal is to fight more elementals, then
Well,
I think
it's true.
you're
It's true. From Rolf's point of view, this has been great.
right. You're trying to skip and go up 2 levels once.
Or die. Trying.
You guys will have to help me fine tune this puzzle after this adventure.
I see no linkage between earth, water, and fire. I don't see how that links together at all. But that's alright.
Well, okay, they're opposites though. Think about that. Just think about it.
Okay, then you're done. Then you can't be opposite. You can't be direct opposite of two things. So now where you're at? Now where do you go?
I don't know.
We need a pick here.
I'm gonna go. I want to go with Earth. That's my
I
vote.
agree with Barnaby.
Worst case scenario, we're fighting one more elemental. I know. I think I said that last time.
Just don't see the other way.
I have a vision of like the Earth elementals lined up on the plane of Earth elemental with like
Yeah, just go. Come
like
on.
they have deli numbers in their hand, and they're waiting to be called.
That's right.
And like a little door opens up, zoop, and then they step through it, and then on the other, there's another door to the right where they fall through like all in broken pieces, and then kind of reconstitute, get back in the line again.
All right, let's make a pick here. Landry, you get the pick.
No, it sounds like you guys already made a choice, so I'll just go with that.
Nah, what do
Well,
you
Landry, what's your choice?
Oh, well, let's just do Earth. But
Okay.
yeah,
I feel
that's fine.
like we've influenced you.
Earth is what we try next.
Earth. Okay. Well, the bear can't. The bear scoops up some dirt.
Tries
With
to,
a big
and I
giant
step
paw.
over there and do it for her.
And she can't really scoop up the dirt, so she gets frustrated and takes a swipe at it and shoots dirt all over the all over all the orbs and all the bowls. It falls into the earth bowl, and it sparkles and crackles and summons an earth elemental.
Damn.
See,
and
okay, what did I
use-
say?
We will use a rule in Savage Worlds called quick combat or quick encounters. So we don't play out a battle again. So I think we've done this once before, but it's been a while. It was like in that first adventure in Hollow's Last Hope. But a quick encounter is where you kind of describe. Everybody describes what they're going to do, and they roll a die. So a giant earth elemental gets summoned. And each of you are gonna take turns describing what you're doing. You're gonna roll one die, and see how successful you are for fast resolution. So let me pull this out. So we'll do it. We'll go in card order. So Phaeon, this giant earth elemental is summoned again. This one looks bigger than the rest because he's the last one. So that's a little concerning.
He gets.
Yeah, so
He barely fits in the room. He's having to like
just
bend
do
over.
like an attack roll, or what do you? What
Yeah,
do we
well, you describe. You can use basically any skill you want.
Okay,
right?
well, this one
And
I
that-
see, since I'm over here, I'm like, oh shit, I kind of don't want to get into melee with that, so I duck behind one of the pillars and pull my bow and aim for right between the eyes.
All right, so roll a shooting roll.
Oh shit! It
Critical
ricochets off
failure.
and hits me in the face. My own arrow.
It let's see. On a 1 to 4, your bow breaks. On a 5 or 6, the arrow ricochets and hits somebody. Your bowstring breaks, and you no longer have a bow. And this is a by the way, this is a dangerous encounter. So that actually means that you suffer. I think it might even be 1 to 4 wounds, because this is a dangerous encounter. So. Give me just a second. When it is a quick encounter that's dangerous. Rules.
target. I can't.
Allies, bases.
I don't have a target.
Give me a second here. I can't remember. It's. I think. It is quick encounters, lethal encounters, dangerous encounters. Yeah, you take a wound if you fail, and you take D4 if it's a critical failure. So, let's see how many wounds you take here, Fan. 3.
So I like what happens is always I hit it, it ricochets off of it and back at me, and I get hit with my own arrow.
No, I don't think it's literally the bow, right? Because this is a quick encounter, so we're describing what's happening, what's happening, right? So you fire your arrow, you fire your bow at it, your bowstring breaks, and the thing throws, like, kind of summons it's got a rock summoning ability. It summons a rock. And because this thing is so huge, it's like this massive. It's like a boulder, right? It's almost the size that you are, half size you are. Throws this rock at you, and just slams it. Completely catches you off guard. You weren't expecting that at all, right? This massive boulder smashes into you and smashes back into the wall, and you're almost dead, right? You're down to one life. Bear, Maeve, what are you doing? What's your one roll, one skill that you're going to use?
Maybe. Oh, can I do a?
Look at your skill list and see if anything creative comes up, or you can just attack it if you just want to. If you just want to fight it, you don't have a lot of skills as a bear.
Yeah.
But you could switch back to Maeve if you want to. Or you could use your
maybe
strength
I'll just attack it.
again if you wanted, or something.
I'll just attack it.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll just attack it as a bear.
Okay, so make a fighting roll, then.
Okay, let me find my thing again. I lost it. I have stuff all over my screen. There it is.
From your Owlbear character sheet.
Yeah, got it.
It's a D8, right?
Oh, why did I do that? Sorry. I meant to roll a D8. Is that okay?
No, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. So you got a success with a success with a raise. It's not an attack because we're doing quick combat. So you got a success with a raise. So the bear goes into the elemental and is just slamming it around and clawing it and digging up chunks of earth and breaking off huge chunks of it. Rolf, what are you going to do?
I am going to. Let's see. I don't want to do anything boring. Let's see. What does athletics do? I'm going to try to crawl. I'm going to try to climb up its back from behind and try to pull its head off.
Okay, so what, athletics then?
Yep.
Or strength? Athletics to climb up and kind of wrestle it, choke it out, pull its head off.
Yeah, let me look at my. Yeah, so
right.
D8. Here we go. Come on.
6 is a success. So you get up on its back and you wrap your hands around its head and you're pulling, trying to pop its head off. Barnaby, what's your quick encounter?
Barnaby conjures up a wicked brew of freezing cold water and then frigid air in a mix of a blast, so that the water jets into all the cracks and crevices and then freezes, snapping the thing apart in all directions.
Nice, I like it. Spell casting, that sounds like.
Yeah. So, where do I go to do that from? Just my traits?
Roll spell casting, and you're just trying to get successes and raises. You don't have to target him or anything.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
That'll do it. 19.
19. Success with how many raises?
I can't count that high.
3. I got a cheat sheet. So, yeah, so water, the bear is sitting there breaking off pieces. Rolf is on top of its back trying to pull its head off, and then Barnaby sprays it with water, freezing cold water that gets in all the cracks. And all three of you at once kind of like just finish this thing, right? It shatters into 100 pieces. Rolf pulls its head off. The bear swipes through it and crumbles it, and it falls into 1,000,000 pieces.
Yay.
All right. Let's go over and check out.
Well done. And then
Oh,
then you guys do it in the correct order. Finally,
how's Fayin?
you do.
Not feeling too good.
Yeah. Fan's not looking good at all, and y'all don't have any healing.
Hang on, because I do have. Let me look it up here.
Somebody have a healing potion?
Hang on. I have. I don't know if this helps or not. Where is it at? I'm a fast healer.
I thought someone had a healing potion or something, but maybe not.
Yeah, I had +2 to my vigor rolls for natural healing and check every 3 days instead of every 5. So.
Yeah, that's slowly healing over time.
No, it's fast healing over time. But yeah, not a combat type heal.
Yeah, I hear Fayin like,
So-
Mr. Rolf, I'm not feeling so good. Yeah. All right. Does the door open?
Yeah, so you guys, after you finally defeated the air elemental, the earth elemental, you summon, you put,
Yep. We go back and do it in the right order again, which is the next one is.
you do it in the right order, which is
Yeah.
air,
Air, and
then earth is last.
Right. Duh.
And it finally, all 4 orbs settle into the bowls, and the far door, the runes light up on the door, and the door slides down into the floor. And beyond, you see a small treasure room covered with gold and gems, chests, and magic items.
Hang on. That looks too good to be true. Be careful.
You're wise to be wary. Although
Um,
I think their traps were in here.
Still, let's have a. I don't think Fane's up for any more adventuring. Are you, Fane?
If
We
need
could
be,
roll
but
him in
I
there
would
and see
prefer
what
to
happens.
find a good bed and
You want to? Can
some
you
good
can you
ale
give
and lay
the
down
room
for a bit.
Can you give the room a once over from the door frame? You're
Can I do
sure
what?
Let me
alive.
see what I can know. Let me see what I notice. Dwarves are notorious for trapping their treasure rooms. So I'm gonna try to see if I notice anything.
Yeah, you search a bit and you don't notice anything. It appears to be an untrapped, legitimate treasure room.
It is as I suspected. The traps were out here. I go in.
Yeah, and I think I think we can kind of wrap it up here, in that you guys gather up. It is just like a small treasure room. You guys gather up the treasure. You gather up a bunch of gold, chests, gems, and magic items. You guys find some potions and some random magic items. And so I think we can stop the adventure here and go into a little administrative phase. You guys, gather.
I think
Are
we
these
should
magic items we
summon
find the
one
ones that
of-
we picked before last session?
Yeah. Do you guys want your? Do you guys? Craig made the posting. I can't remember if he made this comment in post or not.
No, I
Y'all-
didn't. I was
you
just
guys
you
wanna
and I
roll-
talking.
You guys want to roll randomly for magic items, or do you want to kind of select what magic item you find in this room?
Well, I mean, I think it's I think maybe a combo of both would be fun, but it's like if we end up with a bunch of stuff that doesn't fit any of our characters, that's not fun.
I'm fine with either. It's cool to have
Yeah.
stuff tailored to your character, but at the same time, I'm a huge fan of the chaos. So random's
All right.
always great.
I could go either way.
If you
Yeah,
want,
I'll tell you, if you're a
you-
huge fan of the chaos, what we're gonna do when we leave here is we're gonna summon another elemental and we're gonna train that bastard to the zone edge.
I have.
Gonna farm elementals.
Just let him run to the zone edge, and whoever's out there is just gonna eat it.
So I already have magic items that y'all described, right? So, Maeve, you find this strange-looking ancient sickle. And when you pick it up, it reveals to you that its name was Mooncleaver.
Whoa.
And let me drop this item for you to your inventory. And it has the ability, it has extra damage, and it has the light ability, right? So you pick up this cleaver, and you just get this sense that it can, you kind of, it's not talking to you. You just kind of know, right? Like its name is Mooncleaver. It was called Mooncleaver. It's crafted a long time ago, and you know that it can kind of like summon moonlight, and it does a little extra damage, right?
Yeah.
Rolf, you see a hand axe called Stormcaller. Let me get your weapon here. And Stormcaller is what you selected, right? It has distance and returning, right? So you get the sense that you can throw this thing a long ways and then it'll come back to you.
Awesome. I'm trying to
Fan.
finding a picture of what it looks like.
Yeah, we should make pictures. I'll use AI art to make pictures of your cool items.
All right.
Fan is you guys are, and there's all kinds of stuff, right? There's potions, there's some other magic items and stuff too. But a pair of boots captures your eye. Some shadow step boots give you a free reroll on stealth checks.
Nice.
A la rethemed elven boots, right? Shadow step boots in your items list. And Mike, you didn't select a magic item, so we can work on yours later.
Oh, I thought I
But
did.
you-
I thought I sent you something, but no.
Oh, you did. Yeah, what did you want? Forgot.
No, I thought it was something to do with like a. Where's the list? I had it picked out. I'm pretty sure. Or let me just check and see.
Was
Do we
it
have
a?
Do we have the chat from the last time? No.
We do not. You find magic items. It was it a wondrous item, or was it a wand or a rod or staff or a ring? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying. I thought it was something that would let me have more power points. I was trying to remember what that was.
Okay.
But maybe it
find
was.
you
Good.
find the magic item of your dreams that we will determine later.
All right, that's fine. Whatever you come up with is good. I was looking. Yeah, I think that was. And I think we figured out too that wands might be something that Barnaby would because the wands were pretty inexpensive, a lot of them. So
Yeah.
that might be something too. But yeah, whatever. It's all good.
Okay, so you
Now
so you grab
definitely
the
rolling
this
some
magic item to
randoms.
be determined later. You guys grab all the treasure. You figure out how to get it back to Bigby's, to your base of operations at Bigby's, and we'll stop the gaming there. And now each of you get an increase. So it's been a while since we had an increase. So
it has
before
been.
we leave for the night, pull up your character sheets, pull up the character bar on the far left. Look at edges.
Well, don't forget to
remember
look at your class. To see
Yeah.
if you skipped your class bonus. I did not, but some may have.
What's the class bonus?
Well, it's like I took powerful blow when I made seasoned, which is
Okay.
a barbarian.
So we're gonna have
bonus.
advances of 5 total, correct?
It would be our 6th, I believe. Our 5th was when we got to seasoned, right?
Because I'm showing 4 seasoned.
This should be number 5.
Okay, number 5. All right.
Which would be your second seasoned one, right? So if you haven't increased an attribute yet, you get to increase an attribute again. That's the most powerful thing you can do.
Yeah, I think I
Right,
did
when you're
agility to
being smart.
10 last time.
Agility, smart, spirit, strength, vigor. It's helpful if you track your increases on your main tab or something. Although it's probably too late now for some
No, that's what I did.
of you.
Yeah.
Barnaby did. Yeah, so an attribute increase is the most powerful thing you can choose. You can choose a feat, or you can choose 2 skill points. Healing, maybe? Healing D6? Somebody? Anybody?
Yeah, I might be looking at that. Is that on spirit or smarts?
Healing? Healing is smarts.
All right. Got a D6 there. It's not terrible. Can you take a second class?
I don't know. I mean, they're really feats, so I would say I think I'll say no. Let's stick with
Okay.
our one class. I get pretty wonky in Savage Worlds. You already have unlimited freedom anyway, so there's really no need.
How many was it for skills on an end? Is it 1 or 2 that you
2
get?
points
to?
for
2 points.
2 points for skills if you want to increase your skills.
Okay.
Just remember that if you increase a skill past an attribute, it costs 2 points,
Correct.
right? So that would only be 1 increase if you're doing that. Otherwise, you're getting 2 skill increases. All right, gang. Hey, my daughter's not feeling well, so I'm gonna take off. Oh, let's chat in Discord over the week about Mike, about your magic items. I want to get feedback on that puzzle. But I'm gonna let y'all pick out your stuff, and then y'all can bail from Fantasy Grounds after you level yourself up.
Okay. Well, thank you
But
for
I
watching,
need to
sir.
drop
Or for
Yeah.
running, sir. And thanks everyone for who hung out and watched tonight. If you'd like to catch replays, you can do so on Rumble and YouTube. Likes, follows, shares, all that good stuff apply. And hope you have a great rest of your weekend. What's a little left of it. And we'll be back Tuesday for Kelsto's Tuesday game. Have a good night, folks.
get ready.